Top Billin. Top Billin. Mid-Atlantic Murf back here. We have to revisit this whole Kobe Bryant joint, right? I like Kobe Bryant's skill set. Prior to the draft, a lot of Seahawks fans were showing that they had a little bit of displeasure with Kobe Bryant. Many were saying that they wish he would move outside. So obviously that's not going to happen, right? Devin Witherspoon in the building with the 5th pick in the draft. He'll be manning that spot opposite Tariq Woolen. Now, what does that do for Kobe Bryant? It should be the same as I said before, right? I did the drawing on Brian Branch. Everybody was saying, yeah, they would love Brian Branch. He's a natural nickel corner and all this. They don't feel like Kobe Bryant is a natural at it. What is Kobe Bryant going to be in his second season? He showed flashes. Obviously, this is a position that people don't understand that is extremely hard, especially when there's a ton of zone concepts involved here. This is not really a film study per se. I just want to kind of gauge it and see where you guys are at with this. Should they go somewhere else with the nickel spot? And do you still want Kobe Bryant on the outside? CZ subbing in or something like that? You would think that would be Mike Jackson, Trey Brown, and guys like that. I saw no need for a Brian Branch. I'm still maintaining that right now. When they didn't draft a Brian Branch, they did draft the Reed kid from New Mexico. Is that a way to go for them in the nickel spot? I don't know. You guys let me know. But a cat like Kobe Bryant we see right here causes a lot of havoc, man. You can see them dropping in that zone right here. Kyler Murray detaching with them Sonic the Hedgehog legs and bink, causing them turnovers. My man's a very impactful player right there. You see Taylor running that loop, but look at him. Fertilized Kyler Murray just off of fear, right? That mental fear. Kyler Murray does not like to be hit. The mental fear of almost getting hit made him cough up the ball. Kobe Bryant bringing that thunder made that man slide all on his face. Tariq Woolen with the turnover there. What you need in a good nickel player or star player is for the ball to not go beyond him. Even if it's a catch or anything like that, it should stop right where he encounters the ball, if you get what I'm saying. You see him right here, you'll get him right flexing in that zone right there. Then he comes out to meet the ball carrier right here. Being able to make those open field tackles like that, that's definitely what you want in a nickel defender. And we see, I would think he'd be one of the better tackling defensive backs out there, right? Very much has some safety in him. Same deal right here. You'll get Rondale Moore running this out route. Now, look at this. This is what people don't understand. In the slot, you have a two-way go. That is very difficult to defend. As you see up here with Woolen, he has his back to the sideline. The sideline acts as an extra defender. He can work outside in. You can't do none of that as a nickel defender. Same deal over here. You can see, right? You can open up, turn your back, and be able to know that a receiver can't get behind you or they can't get outside of you because you have that sideline. Right here, listen, there's a myriad of ways you can go about your business here. You run here, straight here, you can go out here, you can out here. It's like infinite amount of possibilities that you have to guard against. It's very hard to just be a shutdown nickel defender here. But at the very least, if somebody's going to catch a pass on you right here, you want them to leave them where they stand, right? Let that mafia term like that. Leave you where you stand. You can see right here, nothing's really going to get past Kobe Bryant like that. He's pretty much a sure tackler in that aspect here. Same deal right here. Kyler shoots it. Rondale Moore gets it. You just do not want to get shaken out of your shoes or everything like that. He's a very short tackler, in my opinion. Remember what I told you about taking an outside receiver and moving him in, right? You see Tariq Woolen, how he's able to work that outside leverage by putting his back to the sideline. You can't do that as a nickel defender, right? That's how Kobe Bryant would get himself in trouble some of the times. Check this out right here. You have a guy with a two-way go and you start committing to a side? No, then you have to do a damn pirouette, right, to get back into play. That's not how it works. He needs to be able to backpedal, right, which I'm sure he knows. Obviously, he's in the NFL, right? They have film study. He needs to be able to backpedal and then stick that foot in the ground and drive on the ball, right? He doesn't necessarily need to commit to a particular angle. He's right here. You can start committing like this. You better have the ability to flip your hips in this direction, right? We see right here, he does it the opposite way, and it makes him have to do a complete spin. Not going to get the job done. Not to mention, they play him off, right? So you're having to meet that inertia. Like, he gets a running start at you right here, but if you keep trying Coby Bryant enough, look at that. A hitch, he gets that ball up out of there. He ain't playing about that, right? He's trying to get balls up out of there, right? Pause. Look at that right there. A hitch on him, not going to happen right there. He breaks up the pass. I think it was initially ruled a fumble, but it's a PBU. Same deal right here. Running that hitch, you don't want it to go past that. Right here. Almost with squatters' rights, attacks, nothing. Matter of fact, he looks like he might have lost some yardage right here. Look at that. He definitely lost. He lost. It was a good defensive game plan anyway with the outside receiver still there. He had really nowhere to go. Coby Bryant on the attack. My man had to lay it down real easy. $2 hooker style. Here we go again. This time, my man running an over route from the tight slot. And you'll see Coby Bryant once again commit and then have to do the whole pirouette thing here. This is my deal. In the second year, he should be much better at stuff like this, right? Just the little nuances of it. And he's already got a lot of the other stuff down pat. You saw him commit to the side there, then has to get back into play. Luckily, it was a bad pass. He was on it anyway, so great makeup speed there. But you definitely want him to be able to exercise this out of his repertoire there, right? You see him right there? You should never be looking in no man's land. He needed to flip his hips in this direction right there. Just like you practice it just like you practice it during the drills and everything like that, you got to be able to execute that in the game. But good job of at least getting back into the play. You have to notice a lot of the times that you think they're in man coverage, they're not necessarily that. You get this kinetic motion here before the snap, and you notice Coby Bryant follows and then floats. Look, follow and then starts to float and helps out with the run. And look at the physicality right here. It's like a tire. Go back on that right here. You can see him pass it off right there. So the defenders on the other half of the defense know what to do. He's going to drop off there. Then he's going to man his zone here. And they got an actual zone run coming into play here. So him being able to combat that, he's a physical cat, man, straight up. So him with that, to me, just fits that Seattle way right there, right? Dips on the, makes sure he forces the run back inside, right? Almost like a pseudo force player out on the edge, but meets that right there with the physicality and then finishes off. Splaka tire. So I just want to gauge you people out there, right? Post-draft, on some of these draft moves that you guys were talking about before, a lot of people wanted Coby Bryant out of the slot. Do you still feel that way? How do you feel it may end up? Obviously, none of you know, so you got to stop pretending like you know everything out there. You don't know how to end up. So obviously, he was not moved to the outside, at least as a starter. You would have to think that would be Witherspoon, but you never know, man. Maybe we shall see. All right, but it's your boy Mid-Atlantic Murf, aka Jersey Murf. Let me know what you think about your boy Coby Bryant post-draft. All right. Rich people problems, though. As long as you got a cat like that on your team who can man multiple positions like that, man, you can only consider it a positive because the guy can actually play some football. Four forced fumbles as a rookie. It's easy for me to say, huh? And all the tackling and everything that he brings there, he should get better in coverage on the inside with a year to assess himself, or an offseason to assess what he did and then work on some of those things. He probably didn't know he'd be playing a nickel spot coming out of college. All right. That being said, salute.
What more can I say?
Top Billin.